Radhe Radhe. Welcome to Krishna Bhakti Ras 3. Today's story is about Banke Behari and his missing bangle. And we shall find out if the bangle was stolen and was it ever found again. In Krishna Bhakti Ras 2, the story was that the Murti of Banke Behari was self-manifested and was discovered by Swami Haridas 500 years ago in Vrindavan. Since then, the fame of Banke Behari has spread far and wide, not only all over India, but all over the world. And daily, thousands and thousands of people come to this temple to take darshan, to take his sweet darshan and give him offerings. And this temple has been taken care of very well by the pujaris and the trustees. And daily, many offerings are made to the Lord, bhoga offerings, flowers, garlands, clothes, arati. He is really the king of Vraj. And this is one of the few temples where they don't observe early Mangala Arati. The mood is, Banke Behari is child Krishna. Why should we disturb him? Why wake him up at 4 o'clock in the morning just so we can offer him Arati? Let him sleep. Let him get his rest, so that when he wakes up, he has all the energy to go out and play with his friends. Now, as we know, Krishna was always very naughty. And Banke Behari is no different. In fact, there is a story that one time a devotee came to the temple and stood there for hours just looking at the Murti, taking darshan. Her heart was overflowing with love. And do you know what happened? When she turned around and left the temple, Banke Behari followed her and went out with her. Of course, the pujaris and the others, they requested the Lord and brought him back to his altar. And since then, if you have gone to this temple, the curtain is opened and closed every 1 minute, every 2 minutes, so that nobody can look at the Lord for a long time. And they are afraid that somebody might again bring him home through his love. So let's go to today's story. One night, the pujari finished the last offering and then he closed the altar so Banke Behari could get his rest. However, there was a problem. The pujari, it seems, had forgotten to offer laddus during the last offering. And Krishna loves laddus. I think his favorite might be Makhan Misri, and the next favorite must be laddus. So he was craving. He couldn't sleep. So he figured out, I must get laddus now. He came out of his Murti form, took the form of a small boy, and went to the market looking for laddus. It was already night time, and many of the shops were closed. But he finally found one shop that was open. He went in and he saw a lot of laddus. He was excited. He asked for the laddus and the shopkeeper said, "Do you have money?" He said, "I don't have money, but I have this golden bangle that I can give you." Now Behari had taken the form of a small boy and nobody could make out that he was Krishna, but he still looked very attractive. And the shopkeeper, by this time, fell in love with this little boy. He didn't even want to take the golden bangle or anything from him. But then he thought to himself, it's late in the night and somebody might steal this bangle from him. So let me keep it, and tomorrow I can look for his parents and return the bangle to them. So the exchange was made. The Lord gave the bangle. He took the laddus, excited, happy. He headed off back to his altar and he finished all the laddus. I don't know if he called his monkey friends, his gopas, gwalas, Radharani, but he finished it. And then he was satisfied. He was happy and he could sleep. Next morning, nobody was happy, because when the pujari opened the altar, he found that the bangle was missing. And he panicked. And he ran and called the other pujaris, and he called the trustees, and everybody came there, and there was a big commotion in the temple. Banke Behari's bangle is missing. Where has it gone? They suspected that the pujari who had closed the altar last night must have stolen the bangle. Of course, he was innocent, but nobody wanted to believe him. In the meantime, the commotion had spread all over the marketplace. And the shopkeeper of last night, he heard that Bihari's bangle is missing. And then he remembered this little boy last night. And could this be Bihari's bangle? Was this Behari who came to me last night? He went running to the temple, showed them the bangle, and they were very happy. They said, yes, this is Behari's bangle. And how did you find it? Then he told them the story of the night before. And everybody was happy again. But the shopkeeper was the happiest. He couldn't believe that the Lord had come to his shop asking for laddus. The reality is that this shopkeeper for a long time had the desire, the pure desire to serve the Lord. And the Lord, in His mercy, answered his desire. This is how merciful Krishna is. If we have that pure love, He's there with us all the time. He's interacting with us. All we need is that pure bhakti. That's what He's looking for. Not the laddus, not anything else. Thank you for listening. Banke Behari Lal Ki Jai. Jai Jai Sri Radhe. Jai Jai Sri Radhe.
Govinda Radhe.